Welcome back to another weekly Star Wars video, and wow, we have some news for this week. Big stuff and lots of it, but I'm not using this because it has a problem which I have discovered. It's not big, it will just take me a couple days to fix because I've got to buy something for it, but like I said, we've got a lot of news this week. You're going to want to tune in for the whole of this video, and you know, it could be a long one.
That's what she said!
Because some of this news does need to be talked about in depth, and I have about 9 articles, or not articles, just general pieces of news. Some of them are articles that I want to talk about. So I'm going to get straight into it, otherwise this is going to drag. So number one is that Disney and Lego have decided to rename Slave One, or Boba Fett's ship. I can understand because, you know, it's called Slave One, and well, the first part of that name is unnecessary. However, you know, I would rather it wasn't changed.
Oh, whoa, hey.
Because it's very well known for being called Slave One, and like, as much as the first part of the name is bad, and if I could go back to the start and change its name from the start, I would have, but it's the fact that it's been called this name for so many years. It's just like, imagine Yoda suddenly became an offensive word and we had to go back and change the name of Yoda. Like, you wouldn't want to do that. However, I'm not too bothered about it because, you know, I don't think they ever say it actually out loud in any piece of content, like saying Slave One, so it's not too big of a deal. But like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can understand why they're doing it, but I would rather it wasn't and we just ignored it, because it's really not too deep, the fact that it's called what it is. But you know, is what it is. Like I said, let's get on to the second piece of news. Adam Driver's potential Kylo Ren return. Now this is an old piece of news, but for some reason it was floating around this week, so I thought I'd cover it briefly. Basically it says that Disney wants to do a show with Kylo Ren in it, or more likely Ben Solo. I predict that this will be something like Luke's Jedi Academy between episode 6 and 7, and yeah, I would really want to see this. Kylo Ren, or Adam Driver should I say, in the past has shut down rumours of a potential return, but this was last year, so if this rumour was true, there's probably been some progress on it since. It was last year where it was reported that Disney wanted to do a show with Adam Driver in it, reprising the role of Kylo Ren / Ben Solo. So if it was a true rumour, then it's likely like quite far in progress as of right now, and I'm excited to see it because, you know, I do like the sequels, and I want other people to as well. So the more supporting content we get of it, the more people that are going to like it. It's going to work the exact same way the Clone Wars did for the prequels, in my opinion. Now, we've got some Kenobi outfit leaks. So I'll chuck them on screen right now, and you know, it's looking like a mixture of some people from Tatooine. Definitely fits in with like the outfits we've seen on Tatooine before, with like the Lars family and Old Ben himself and the people in the cantina, and some Imperials as well. Now this doesn't really mean too much, it just shows that we are going to spend a decent amount of time on Tatooine if these people are from Tatooine, which is obvious because Obi-Wan is on Tatooine. I personally think he will leave Tatooine at some point in the series, because I don't know how they're going to make an interesting series of just him on Tatooine, chilling by himself, being really upset because of everything that's happened and looking over Luke. No, I think he's going to have to leave at least at one point, which will then last maybe 3 or 4 episodes of the series. But let me know what you think about the Kenobi series. Are you excited for it? And give me a prediction.
No, I don't think I will.
Now, here is a big one.
That's what she said!
We've got the actor of Han Solo and Chewbacca from Solo: A Star Wars Story saying that they want to return. Now, this is on top of the actress of Kira being Emilia Clarke, that I said a few weeks ago wanted to reprise her role as Kira. So, Solo 2, or at least for the Lando series, if that's going to follow on from Solo, is looking like it's going to be very likely being Solo 2, or very good if it's the Lando series and it has all of these in it. It's really nice to see some actors that actually want to return to Star Wars, because we know after the prequel trilogy, a lot of actors weren't very happy about how the fans treated them. Hayden Christensen, for example, Ahmed Best for another. I mean, even Ewan McGregor, as much as we love him, I don't think he's really been keeping up to date with the media, because he's absolutely loved, and he said recently about the backlash about the prequels and the fans aren't really too happy about them and stuff, which obviously isn't really the case anymore. The prequels are absolutely loved, but you know, it's not, like I said, it's nice to see some actors that actually want to return to Star Wars, and even the sequel actors have only recently said that they'd like ever want to return, being John Boyega. He said under the right conditions. I covered that in a video, and a few others like Daisy Ridley. But yeah, the actress of Rose Tico and Oscar Isaac, the actor of Poe Dameron, they all weren't too happy about a potential return to Star Wars because of how like the fan base treated them, which is sad to see. We gotta do better. Now, this one is a really big one because I've seen a lot of YouTubers cover this as an individual video. One of the writers on the Acolyte series has never seen Star Wars.
Are you serious?
I'll let that sink in.
Sorry, man, I didn't know you were there.
Think about it for a second. They've never seen Star Wars. Well, that's actually not true. In the report, it later goes on to say that they actually loved Star Wars, but even if they had never seen Star Wars, there is plenty and plenty of writers on the series that have loved Star Wars their whole life, and I think it's important to bring fresh takes onto a series. Now, whether the fresh takes should come from people that like Star Wars or not, I'll leave that up to you. I think you can get fresh takes from just Star Wars fans, and that's what Star Wars Theory said in his video. You can definitely get new ideas from people that like Star Wars. Like, they don't just have to not watch Star Wars to bring in fresh ideas. Just being a creative person brings that. But they've watched Star Wars anyway, but let's just pretend that they haven't. They will bring in fresh ideas, and if those ideas don't fit like the canon that we know in Star Wars, then they have other people around them to correct them and mould their ideas into things that actually fit. So there's not going to be any plot holes because there's other people around them that know what they're doing, and they're just another person with fresh ideas, even fresher than someone that loves Star Wars, because they haven't seen it, even though they have. Now, another great piece of news is that Ming-Na Wen, the actress of Fennec Shand, has stated in an interview that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are actually heavily involved in the Book of Boba Fett, whereas previous to this, it was reported that they weren't so heavily involved. They were kind of taking a backseat role in the making of the Book of Boba Fett. But apparently that's not the case anymore, and this is fantastic. Obviously, Dave Filoni heavily involved in Mando and the Clone Wars, Jon Favreau heavily involved in Mando, and those two projects have been fantastic. So it's looking like the Book of Boba Fett is going to be incredible, and I can't wait for it. It's coming very, very soon, and it's meant to be Mando Season 2.5. That's what a lot of people have said, and I'm going to talk about Mando in the Book of Boba Fett a little bit later. And a little bit later turns out to be now. I thought there was more bits of news between that one and this one, but there is a leaked Lego set picture that reveals a scene in the Book of Boba Fett. I'll put it up on screen now. It shows Boba and Mando loading a Gamorrean guard either on or off of Slave One, or should I say Boba Fett's starship. This is looking very legit. I think this is going to be a scene. It makes sense and it fits the plot. Obviously, Boba just stormed Jabba's palace, which obviously has Gamorrean guards. So maybe there's like a leader Gamorrean guard that has some information or has a bounty on them, and he needs to take him somewhere and freezes him in carbonite to do so. I think that's very, very much fits the plot of the Book of Boba Fett, and I'm excited for some more Slave One action, and I'm excited to see the relationship between Boba and Mando build, because they definitely have a mutual respect for each other, because they are both so like good at fighting and stuff like that, so they definitely respect each other. And I think we definitely seen that in the specific episode of Mando Season 2 where Slave One like uses a seismic charge, that one where it's Mayfeld and Mando, they go into the Imperial place. You can definitely see the respect between the two of them in that episode, and I can't wait to see their relationship build. I think it's very, very underrated, the potential of their like partnership for the future of Star Wars, and like I said, I'm very, very excited for the Book of Boba Fett. Now, that's actually all the news I had. I thought I had more, and I thought I had more to say about it, but it turns out that I managed to summarise it really, really well. And we got it like in a relatively short video, so I hope that you stayed till the end, because like I said, I've summarised it quite well. I haven't waffled on too much. So yeah, let me know what you think about the news for this week. Have I missed any news for this week? And yeah, thank you so much for nearly 7,000 subscribers. Let's get to 7k before tomorrow. That would be fantastic, because I have a new series coming out tomorrow that I'm editing right now, and I'm trying to make it really good. But it's a video more about me talking, for example, rather than say like a Battlefront video where it's more about the gameplay, which I'd say is easier to edit to make it a really good video, because obviously I can't like edit me just talking loads to make it really high quality. It is me talking, which I quite enjoy doing, because I like getting my opinion out there, and I like talking to you guys that are watching and saying what I want to say. So I hope that you will watch that video tomorrow, and I hope you will enjoy it. But for now, that's going to be all. Please do leave a like I said, comment as well, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. It's free to subscribe, and if you've made it this far into the video, you've probably enjoyed it at least a little bit, and I make much better videos than this, so you might want to stick around. But anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.